What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we are reporting live from my gazebo. Okay, so we are going to get into this episode of the Dastardly Four. Okay, this trip with Martell, it's given a whole bunch of I don't know what's going on here. Let's get into it, shall we? All right, y'all. So the episode starts off. I feel like there's like an echo in here. I hope not. This might not be a good idea. Let's just see. All right, y'all, let's get into it. So it seems like, the episode starts off where the men arrive at the mansion. It's really, really nice. I love the fact that they have Martell's grandmother's name kind of highlighted outside. And I'm going to tell you, Melanika, she be on her shit, okay? Homegirl is very organized, and she may be exactly what Martell needs in his life. I feel like, Martell is, you know, potentially a talented guy. Yeah, y'all know it really hurts me to say anything nice about him. But I think that he's potentially talented, and I think that he just needs somebody that's going to handhold his process through things and just kind of see him through it, like push him to do the things that he can do ultimately. And I think that Melanika is going to be that person in his life. She's going to keep everything straight. She's going to keep it organized, and she's going to ultimately get him to where he would like to be. Okay. So they get there. She meets them at the front door, shows the guys around the house. All the guys end up calling their ladies to tell them about the house. And, Marceau tells Tisha, yeah, Martell and rented this $10 million mansion. Or I think that was Maurice that was telling Kimmy that he rented this expensive mansion. And, they're really excited about doing this wine thing and, hanging out with the boys. So in those prospective conversations, Letitia, of course, is not down with the get down of the Martell of it all. She's like, listen, so Martell is organizing all these things. What y'all gonna be doing? I don't understand why we couldn't come. Like, what's happening? Like, girl, just go ahead and say that you don't trust your damn husband. Just say that, girl. Cause we just tired. This is a tired ring around the rosy situation. You want to blame everybody else for what you think Marceau about to be doing on this trip. If he gonna be out here humping galore with all these chicks, that's on him. That has absolutely nothing to do with any of these other men on this trip. Nobody is Martell cannot physically. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. And I'm just gonna say that right here and now. Okay, moving on. So, while Tisha's the only one that seems to have issues, Martell is doing his thing, and she's basically like Martell trying to get their asses in trouble. So moving on into the next scene, let me see who's commenting, y'all. This ain't my normal setup. Linda Gamble, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, sis. Thank you for joining us. Gemini 523, hello, girl. How you doing? What's going on? Thank y'all for joining me. So the guys so they're all sitting down, go downstairs. I'm sorry, all of the guys go downstairs, and there is a plethora of women downstairs. I'm like, girl, is this a brothel? Like, are you selling the wine to people, or are you down here? Y'all, I'm in this gazebo, and it's this big ass spider right here. I don't even want y'all to see this joker. He tried to come and join the broadcast, child. This is not an open floor platform, Mr. Spider. Excuse me. My husband gonna have to come on out here. But anyway, I'm starting to think this wasn't a good idea. But y'all, so moving on, Martell explains the wine to the women. And listen, at this point, I could sell Martell's wine because he seems to have the same quote every time. Inez, it's a red wine. It's kind of sweet, not too dry. It's right there in the middle. Like, if you see him on live, if you see little Ariane when she was on live with him when they was going to that concert, child, she was saying the same thing. So this is the same repetitive sales pitch that he's giving everybody. So If we try the wine, child, I'm gonna try the damn wine. Cause listen, Lord knows I don't like Martell, but I feel like if I support him a little bit, I'm supporting their family and their kids. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try the little wine out, and it better be the perfect sweet and dry that he keeps telling everybody that it is, and it better not be nasty. I'm just telling you that right now. Moving on. So then, he says that he feels like it's the type of wine that can fit everybody's palate. And for those that love sweet and, dry wine, it's like the perfect mix. Okay. So the ladies get up and make plates to eat. And Marceau says the ladies can fix their plates and make theirs. I'm like, Marceau, listen, this might be the only thing that will make me think that you're not cheating, because what women are you talking to like this, and they just out here ready to play wife with your ass? Because let's be very clear, you're not the most handsome guy in the room. Okay, definitely not. And that bad body that you got going on, I don't know what woman is out here just peeling back the layers trying to be with you. So if that's how you coming off and you just met these chicks, okay. But you know what I also thought was interesting, y'all? So there was a woman that was there, and that's what kind of took me a little longer to do this review, because I wanted to find the lady's information. The lady that had on the pink dress, I think I took a picture of her. She had on a pink dress, and she had really cute short curly hair. It's been all on the internet, okay, allegedly, that that's Martell's woman, okay? Actually, I'm going to show y'all her picture. I didn't get a chance to load it up so that I could pull it up on the screen for y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this here. Okay. Homegirl right here, if y'all remember her. Okay. So sis, it's been in the blogs that Martell is messing with sis. Okay. I don't know how true that is. I don't know. But in my opinion, she looks like his wine, the perfect mix between bitter, dry, and sweet. She looked like the perfect mix between Mel and La Coleslaw, if you ask me, from the way she looked. But I don't know how true that is, so we ain't gonna get on that. We'll get some more information on it, but y'all just keep her in y'all view, because I heard a little something about sis. Okay, so moving on. They're all they're getting the plates together, child. Marceau makes that dumb old barbaric comment, and then they all sit down, and they're all basically trying out the drinks or whatever. But before they sit down, Maurice was like, I don't think Tisha wants anybody making your plate, Marceau. Let's just get that out there. So moving on, as the ladies are offended, they all sit down, everyone compliments the wine, and the ladies mention that they are glad it's not dry. And one lady says, add some pink to the bottle. And Martell says, we will consider that because women are the main consumers of wine, which I get it. That's probably why Melanika had all of these women here. But as a good manager, and you're trying to run damage control, like, do you really think it was a good idea to have all these women here? Like, what's happening? Like, why did you have to have so many ladies at this mansion with these very, very taken men? Martell is the only one that's single, but she wasn't putting it on promotion like this is a dating game, if you will. So whatever. So moving on, the guys, Melanika tells all of the guys to give their own personal commercial as to how they would sell the wine. So Marceau is first, and he says something about a wine down Wednesday, child, whatever. Maurice goes after him, and he's like, why did I have to follow something like that? And then Lewis says something about popping the bottle and then popping your legs open. Lewis, okay, I understand that you feel like you're not getting enough sex, sir, but what we not about to do, we're not about to do that. We're not about to keep talking to you're not about to sex talk me to death this whole season. Okay. Tell your wife how you feel. Y'all wanted to play Marriage Counselor by Tyler Perry last season. I'm gonna need y'all to sit your asses down and talk to each other, or go get a real counselor and talk to them about it, because we don't give a damn. Okay. We don't even want to imagine you popping anything open with Tiffany or her legs. Okay. Please no. Boo and bye. Okay. Moving on. So, bye, Lewis. You and your legs popped open in that bottle of Inez. All right. So, in the next scene, we see Tisha and Kimmy meet up at Black. And Tisha and Kimmy are both somewhat concerned about this boys trip. Kimmy is more concerned because she feels like we're basically on the brink of this situation happening where Marcel posts this picture. Everybody is thinking that the guys are out here cheating on them and whatever the case may be. So she feels like within the group, they don't allow enough time, if you will, for shit to kind of die off before they going out here and creating another whole scenario or story full of bullshit. Okay. So then Tisha is concerned. She feels like they should have had the wine tasting in Huntsville. She's like, why not have it here? Why not have the ladies there? If you're talking about this is supposed to appeal ladies by wine, it's women in Huntsville. Why you couldn't have it in Huntsville? Here's my thing. Listen, I get having it in Atlanta. Atlanta is the Black Mecca. That's the place where everybody goes to promote things. I don't think that it's far-fetched for it to be in Atlanta. But if given the situation that y'all are currently in, I can understand also why Tisha is forming some sort of concern. Okay. However, don't be concerned with Martell and him gathering the event. You need to be more concerned about your damn husband and who he about to be dick diving in while he's in Atlanta, and potentially, allegedly, who he done met up with in Atlanta. Insert Impress Radio and original Straight No Chasers videos about this alleged mistress. Okay. All right. Because apparently this is the event where they all so-called met up in Atlanta. All right. So then Kimmy discusses Martell having wine, but he doesn't even drink. Kimmy, you really are intelligent. That's very smart of you to bring that up, because Martell has made it very clear that he doesn't drink. And when he does drink, he goes off the deep end. So that's why he doesn't drink. So Martell has done all these different things with this cookbook, this calendar. He's trying to pretty much have his hands in all these things that he's really not interested in. He's not committed to, doing a wine or whatever. You don't drink wine. So it's not like you're a wine connoisseur. And it's not like every time you were coming to events when you were married or when you go somewhere, you bring in a bottle of wine. We don't know you for that. We know you for a bunch of bullshit and cheating. That's what we know you for. Now, you do pump some iron in the gym. I could see if you came out with some supplements or some workout programs or something like that. I could see that for you, but I am not seeing it with this wine. So it's just better. Everybody drink, I guess, for the most part. So this wine better taste damn good. That's all I'm saying. All right. So moving on. Good point, Kimmy, by the way. So then Kimmy says he did. She even says that the workout thing, he does that. Maybe he should have did that. And then Tisha says, then she said they probably will go to a strip club. So they talk about that. And then Tisha says she's just tired of rumors and scandals. So she's going to choose to trust Marcel. And if somebody comes with some solid evidence, then she'll pay attention to it. But other than that, she's not trying to be hearing what nobody has to say. Which at the end of the day, Tisha, here's my honest opinion. If somebody did come with some evidence with Marcel, I don't even think that you would believe them, sis. I think that you're so addicted to this lifestyle that you live that you're not going to believe anything that anybody says, for that matter. You don't want your life to change. And I would respect her a whole hell of a lot more if she would just simply admit that. That's all I'm saying. But this video was kind of eye-opening to me. Hold on, y'all. This is where, so the guys, all the events were over with the ladies. The ladies had left the mansion. And then they talk about, Martell makes a joke about Martell's back. He's like, yeah, make sure when we at the strip club, you don't show your back. And he was like, well, that wasn't my back. That's the first time he actually just jumped out and said that it wasn't him. With Tisha and her family, you going all the way around the mulberry bush and skipping and kicking the bobo, acting like you're not going to answer the question either way, and you don't want to answer the question with them. But you were quick to say that it wasn't your back with your friends, even though your fucking friends know that that was your damn back, sir. Okay, so let's play this video, because StreamYard wasn't trying to be my friend, y'all, and let me load it up. So I'm going to play it from my phone, and I hope y'all can see it. Okay, oh, let's play this here. Come on.
I was to a strip club and they get together. Yeah, we're at a strip club? Or whatever you got going on. Straight? Oh, yeah. Okay, no problem. I have my ring on there now. You just gonna put the original cameras on and get that back shot on us. Oh, man, whatever. That wasn't me.
First of all, he lined his ass off. And if you can see in this last still shot, your brother's face tells it all. Maurice was like, I know you fucking lying. You know that's your damn ashy ass back. That was your back all up and through there. Magilla Gorilla. Okay? Knock it off. Stop lying to these people. But you know what? I can't understand these men that are around him. It has to get tiring protecting and covering up somebody's bullshit. Especially somebody that's out here always trying to air you out and air out your dirty laundry. Like, doesn't that get tiring? Constantly lying for this nigga? I would really be tired of that. Let's get into these comments, y'all. Gemini 523 says, no disrespect to anyone, but she looks kind of manly to me. Homegirl with the curly hair. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Queen Supreme 100. Greetings, sis. Showing love from Sacktown. Hey, what's up? What's up, Queen Supreme? And shout out to Sacktown. All right, Linda Gamble says Tisha and Kimmy know that their husbands are cheating. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's my thing. There's women out here. There are women out here that they are so, you know, a lot of little girls grow up and they want to get married and all this, that, and the third. And so they feel like once you get the ring, you got to do whatever it takes to hold on to said ring. Okay. And here's my thing. If you're wearing a ring in commitment to a fool, I can do bad all by my damn self. And that's just that on that. Wait for somebody that's really going to respect your union and really, you know, hold you to a high regard and not be out here in these streets, basically making you look like Boo Boo the Fool. That's what I would want to hold a ring for. Not somebody that's out here constantly, consistently, persistently, and having no regard for my feelings or how I look, out here disrespecting me left and right. And nobody's asking him to disrespect you, Tisha. Marcel does it at will. Like he does it whenever, because he just thinks it's funny at this point. So I don't know. We got another comment. Ashley Torelli. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ashley? Thank you for joining us. So, y'all, let's get back into this review. So, you know, Tisha alludes to saying that she wants to do a pop-up on the guys. But I'm like, girl, you don't need to do no damn pop-up, okay? And that ain't going to work. Like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Because you really going to look like a fool if you do some shit like that. So, then, so we're back to the guys where I showed you the video of basically Maurice saying, "Is you sure that ain't your back?" And the production crew is very shady because for y'all to capture that moment, because you knew what was going on, and all the guys are looking at Marcel like, yeah, okay, nigga, we know that's your damn back, okay? So then Martell makes a comment that Lewis is married to Tiffany, so he's good because they are open. So it kind of leaves it out there as if Lewis and Tiffany have some open marriage, which that's not the case. And Lewis kind of cleaned it up. He was like, no, that's not the case. Basically, you know, Martell was basically saying that Tiffany is open-minded to hear what's going on. She's secure with their relationship or whatever the case may be. But clearly Tiffany is not, because she hanging out with Mel and she had a whole different perspective talking about she better hope that he not out here she hopes that he ain't out here dicking around because he feels like she's not giving him enough sex. So in that moment, that let me know that you know that your husband has a concern, but you still not doing anything about it. But we're going to get into that. So the guys then talk about going to the strip club, and Martell says, make sure they don't get, that's when he says, make sure they don't get that back. And Marcel says, yeah, whatever. That wasn't me. Then Maurice looks like, yeah, okay. So then in the next scene, the guys venture off to King of Diamonds of Atlanta, and Martell is having a good time. And Maurice and Marcel are kind of really laid back, kind of hanging back, because them fools ain't trying to be getting captured doing nothing. Okay. Mind you, this will be a whole different scenario if these cameras wasn't here. I'm just telling you right the freak now. They would not be sitting over there in the corner, quiet as it's kept, acting like ain't nothing going on. Okay? Y'all would have been out here humping and shaking and shucking and jiving with these strippers, just like everybody else was. Okay? But anyway, the strippers are coming over. Martell is living his best life. He's drinking. And Maurice says that he turning into Marty. That's his alter ego when he drinks, child. And then he says, I might have baby mama number 6 after tonight. And he's all looking up, acting bad, as Carisha said to Diddy recently in her little interview with him. Child, I thought that was hilarious, by the way. So then they toast the family and legacy, and Maurice tells Martell that he's proud of him. Which I'm like, he ain't did shit yet. Sell a bottle of wine first before you. But I get it, I guess. He out here trying, child. I guess we'll give him a little credit for that. So then the guys get up the next morning for breakfast, all hungover and shit. Especially Miami Maurice, as they call him. That's his other alter ego. I guess that's the place where they go show the fuck off. So he's over there sitting there looking drunk as a damn skunk, trying to get his life. So Maurice jokes that Martell should get another Mel because third time's the charm. Because I guess he's saying Mel, he was married to, then Melanika, the manager, and then he needs a Mel to kind of secure it all together, which I'm like, whatever. So then Marceau says he would love for Martell's mom to see the Inez sign outside, and it's dope to see women being, utilized for a family legacy, which I also thought that was cool because a lot of times with men, you always see how they're like, oh, I want to name my son I want to have my son named after me because, I'm paying homage to my lineage. My father's name was this, and then my grandfather's name was that, or whatever the case may be. So now Martell is creating this with this wine with his grandmother. And I think that's kind of cool if you think about it in that regard. So then, y'all know when I be just a talking, I lose my way in my notes. Moving on. The men say they are proud of Martell, and Marceau mentions Martell constantly saying he was good in the past, but he wasn't. And now he's getting in a good place as the new Martell because it would be bad for him to go back to the old Martell. So Maurice kind of breaks in and says, well, that's a good comment. Like, how are you? How are things going with Mel or whatever? And so then Martell makes a comment of saying that Mel is cold and she has a dark heart, so it's difficult to deal with her. But, he's doing what he has to do to move forward. And here's my thing. You're going to say that this woman has a dark heart, and did you think that she was supposed to just have open arms dealing with you? She divorced you for a reason, because you're a shithead. You were out here cheating on her left and right. You had a whole baby on this woman, and now you expect her to just get over it. I can't stand people that just be like, get over it. Especially when you're the one that consistently fucked me over. When you're doing the fucker overaging, okay, of course you're going to be the one that wants to get past it, because me doing what you consider me fucking you over by not giving you any attention is hurting you. And Martell sees his life without Mel. He's feeling it. So I think that he's really putting all his eggs in one basket with this wine, really hoping that it works out, because this is his last stitch effort to try to do something on his own and be successful at it. So I just feel like instead of you putting all your energy into trying to make Mel look like a bad person or constantly having some shit to say about her, just be like, you know what? It is what it is with Mel. We're working on that for our children. And I just want to leave it there and move forward. That's how you need to start responding to these things. Not utilizing every chance you get to say some negative shit about her, because that's never going to change y'all situation. Y'all kids are barely reaching 18. So this is going to be you started all over with Sugar Mama. So y'all got a lot of years and time to deal with each other. So deal with it and just stop. At this point, let it go. Any animosity that you have towards her, do what you need to do for your children, because at the end of the day, how she's making you feel as far as what happened in y'all marriage, that shit is done and over with. Somebody got to move on. She clearly has. It's time for you to go ahead and stick your foot into the moving on pool. Okay? So moving on, y'all, I got to agree with Marceau. And it's about to burn my spirit to do it, but we're going to do it because it did make sense what he said. Okay? Marceau says Martell backslides because he only accepts part of what happened and doesn't accept full accountability for what he did. And then, he says that he tries to bring up stuff about what Mel did to overshadow what he did. And, as Martell is telling him this, he's like, basically, Martell, you're not accepting full responsibility for your actions. You're constantly saying, yeah, I apologize for that. Like, I'm trying to move on. I've apologized. But guess what? you're apologizing, but they're still saying some negative shit, like what you just said, saying the bra has a dark heart and all this, that, and the third. So you haven't really moved on, and you're not apologizing. That's that apology saying, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, or I'm sorry that you feel that way. That's the type of apology that you consistently give. And that's trash, and you can save that. So Marcel brings it up. He's like, Martell is constantly always talking about this stuff that Mel potentially did or whatever, just to overshadow, just to make himself look good, just to make himself not look so bad. And that's a lot coming from a motherfucker that's doing all the shit that he doing over here, allegedly behind his wife's back. So maybe Marceau is seeing through some of the stuff that Martell is doing and seeing that, you know what, I ain't trying to be in this situation. And hopefully he will change whatever he got going on behind the damn scenes and take his own freaking advice. Okay. So moving on. As Marceau is trying to get through to Martell, of course, Martell cuts him off because he doesn't want to hear the truth. And he's like, nah, I don't even want to talk about that. Yeah, of course. Typical narcissist. You don't want to hear it when you're wrong. You just want somebody to sit here and praise you, drink your wine, and kiss the ring. That's not the case. Okay? Accept your fault and sit in it and move on. Linda Gamble says that was Marceau back, and Tiffany is more open than Lewis. Oh, okay. Got you. Hold on. I think I missed some comments from Ashley. Ashley Torelli. Melody told her put them kids in the car and pull up. Girl, and she should have and never did. She want to pull up on 2 episodes ago asking them about this damn ashy ass back picture. Child. I guess she trying to listen now, honey. Linda Gamble says Martell had dealings with Mel number 2. She was the wedding planner for Martell and Melody. Yeah, I saw that in the clip for next week where Mel was like, I think Mel said something, you know how production chops and screws shit. Mel said that she was helping plan their wedding, and 2 weeks before she quit because he was trying to mess with the makeup artist or something like that. I think that's what I heard her say. So I don't know if it was maybe Melanika backed out because she didn't like that Martell was trying to mess with other chicks, so she couldn't be a part of a union that she didn't think was going to work out. I don't know. We'll see next week when she talks about it. Lapreece Faye says, hey, Shay and chat running late. Hey, sis, what's going on? We're glad that you made it. Lapreece Faye says he is mad because he wants her back and she don't want him. And listen, and don't, and not, okay? And she better not. Slick 2811, what's up, sis? Where you been? You on here now? Where you at? If Mel has such a dark heart, why did Martell stay with her so long and have 4 children? Marceau just likes Mel. Yeah. And when you come with it. What's up, Slick 2811? Love the comment. Yes, I think that Marceau, he does like Mel. He does. But I do also see that he let down a layer of bullshit. You know what I mean? To kind of put Martell in his place. Because also Martell always putting them in sticky situations and pretending like he gonna snitch on them. So I guess he used this opportunity to be like, sir, we see you. Okay? Just apologize and move on. Stop playing games. Queen Supreme 100 says Marceau loves to act like a therapist when he's the one that can never take accountability. Boom, drops mic for what he does. And of course, Martell doesn't want to take advice from a liar. It's like, look who's talking. Well, when y'all right, y'all right. I can't listen, sis. Way to come on here and just let us have it. Okay, I agree. Because if you are constantly bullshitting and I see you cheating, I see your back on the internet, I know that you down here actually meeting chicks, allegedly, from what all these other YouTubers videos are saying. This is the trip that he met up with the chick, that it was her birthday or something online, that's saying that it's not her, that they're not together. They are not, she's not the mistress, whatever. Child. And then Marceau always has this little smirk when he's lying too. He'll be like that little dumbass laugh where he's like, and I'm like, Marceau, knock it off. We know you're lying, sir. Okay. The only person that you pulling the wool over their eyes is your damn wife. So moving on. Melanie and Tiffany meet at a boutique, and she thanks Mel for going to Utah. She says she really wants to continue her journey to find her dad. So Mel says she will always be there for her to help and assist her if she needs her to. So she also talks about the time. I think that in this moment, she took a lot of time to bash Lewis, which I didn't really like. Like, I don't like when women sit around talking crap about their husbands, especially with somebody that you didn't really think you were that close to. Now you talking trash about Lewis with Mel. Like, that was really puzzling to me. And then I don't even feel like Tiffany puts enough effort into her marriage. I think that she thinks that a man is just supposed to, dote upon her and just be all about her and, be up her butthole, child. But she can just be out here doing whatever the heck she wants to do. She wants to live her dreams, start this business, and do all this, that, and the third. But Lewis is supposed to be home to rub her feet and kiss her ass at the same time. That doesn't make sense. And he's supposed to work the hell out of himself to make sure that she has money and can live a lavish lifestyle. It's 2 and 2 ain't making 4 with her. It's really not. So she's in her bashing session. She says that she has to initiate everything because he's basically a follower that takes her lead all the time. And she talks about Lewis being sexually needy. And when Mel shows her a cute outfit, she thinks it will look good on her to wear with Lewis. Tiffany is basically like, well, I'm not really worrying about getting all cute for him because he's doing this and he's that. And I'm like, girl, first of all, please buy that outfit. Because I'm really tired of these Mom's Mabley outfits you've been wearing. And you 34? Shitting me? You got to be shitting me. I need a driver's license. Because this bird is not 34. It's no freaking way. Child, people changing their birth certificates for their sexual orientation these days. I'm pretty sure they're probably changing their age on their damn driver's license. But whatever. So Tiffany discusses quality time being her love language. But she works so much. So here's my thing. How are you committed to quality time, or that's what you need to be nurtured by, but you're not providing space for him to give you quality time? I don't understand that. You're not creating space for him to spend time with you because you're constantly working. And then you complain about him not being excited about you working all the time. And then you want to have a baby and bring a baby into y'all foolishness. None of it makes any sense. It's like, she's on opposite ends of the spectrum with what she's asking for and what she needs. What are we talking about? Hottie Stuff says, hey, what's up, Hottie Stuff? Thank you for joining us. Linda Gamble says Tiffany doesn't want Lewis. Girl, no, she don't. She just want to get on our damn nerves on TV, and I guess being married to him is her only way to do it. Linda Gamble says, I believe she is in her early to late 40s. Girl, you and is. I believe it too. Ain't no damn way. Maybe if she got a makeover, we would see the age difference. Yeah, she need to go shopping with Mel a couple more times. And then she need to go to a hairstylist and a makeup artist. She need to do something because I'm not believing 34. I'm just so sorry. So then Mel says she needs to ask Lewis and be more in tune with what Lewis wants, because Mel asked what was his love language. Like, what is and she didn't even know. This is just like when her and Mel were driving down to Utah, Alabama, not Utah, the real Utah. And they were talking about, she was asking, what does Lewis like? And Tiffany couldn't even answer. I'm like, girl, you planned a whole wedding that you ambushed this man with. You did all of this because I would think that you did all this because you really love him. You know him. That's your man's. You know what I mean? That's your king. That's your husband. You know everything about him. Y'all are really in love. You know it's an amazing thing. But you don't know shit about him. So why y'all married, sis? What was the draw? I'm at a loss here because I feel like, first of all, y'all are boring as fuck on this show. So if y'all are playing with your marriage to keep the spot on the show because you know that we looking to axe your ass and replace you with somebody that makes more sense, which I don't know why we ain't see Stormy this episode. I would so much more love to see her and her damn husband than this shit here. Because this shit is annoying. And it just feels it feels very produced to me. And I really hope that they're not playing with their marriage just to stay on this show. Because this ain't wrong road, sis. This ain't the way. It's definitely not the way. Okay? So then Mel tells her, don't assume what he wants and how he feels. You need to ask him. She's like, why haven't you asked him? Do you know that he feels like that? Then they talk about the guys being in Atlanta and Lewis not being fulfilled at home. So she hope he isn't down there fooling around. And Mel says, ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody putting that into the atmosphere. Lewis ain't down there. Y'all are down there acting up. Y'all are good. Everything is good. Just have a conversation with your damn husband, child. Don't be putting that out here because words have power. Okay. So moving on. Let's get into these comments because listen, Queen Supreme, she got me all the way in. Okay. Gemini 523 says something about Tiffany never sat right with me. Her eyes. I don't know. I'm over her. Mel said energy vampire. I agree. Or chameleon. She molds into anyone she talks to. She ain't real, y'all. Pam voice from Martin. You are hilarious. Linda Gamble says Melody needs to really clean house and get rid of Destiny, Tiffany, Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, Kimmy, and Wanda. Ciao. Well, a little birdie has been tweeting that there will be a Love and Marriage Atlanta happening. I don't know how true that is, but I can see Miss Mel taking her ass to Atlanta because I feel like her role on this show has just become so toxic. I think that she would be a good character to kind of bounce back and forth with both franchises because I feel like she has become the scapegoat for everybody in their issues. So if she's not there, who you gonna blame now? And I think that was Carlos King's little way of trying to dip our foot into the Scott's Family Matters potential episodes to come if Mel does leave and they do this Atlanta thing. But it was an epic fail. And please don't, Carlos, if you're watching this, don't. We ain't here for it. Okay. So in the next scene, y'all, the guys get in a Sprinter and head to the rage room. Everybody's wearing gloves. Everybody puts their gloves on, picks their tools or whatever, but everybody do that but Martell. I'm like, do you love calluses? I don't understand. Why you don't have nothing on your hands? Ugh, that was just tragic. But anyway, Marceau hits something over frustration of bloggers and Miss Wanda, and Lewis hits it from sexual frustration. I'm like, okay, Lewis, I see what we're doing here. You're gonna talk about sex the whole season, and honestly, I don't even want to think about you having sex ever, like, ever. We don't want to talk about that, okay? And Martell, I don't even know what he was hitting it for. Maybe it was just for fun. But you need to be frustrated over your stupid ass decision to be with Dum Diddy and got her ass pregnant. So that is maybe what you need to get your frustration out over. But I do like this rage room because I feel like men in general, and black men especially, they don't really have a lot of an outlet. They're so busy, like a lot of these men on this show, out here trying to be something that they're not, or trying to elevate their lives to be something to the world or protect their families, take care of their families, different things like that. But who is there to listen to them? What is their outlet? How do they get their frustrations out? And it's sad that a lot of people, and what I've seen on this show, they don't like to go to therapy. So it's like, how are you getting these frustrations out? Yes, they're talking to each other possibly, but when you're talking to each other about this stuff and you're talking to somebody else that's just as dumb as you and not doing the right thing, where's the positivity coming in? So I think this is a good exercise that Melanika put together for them to go in there, kind of get some pent up frustration out. And I think that there needs to be more tools like this for men in general. Okay. Queen Supreme 100 says, good point on using your marriage to make a storyline, because I believe that's what Tisha and Marceau are doing. I truly feel like they're putting out the rumors to have a storyline for the show. You know what? I would agree with you if so much hasn't happened. I think that there is something. I don't think that it is as big as what it's looking like, but I think that Tisha, from what I see with her, she just looks so defeated and she just looks so stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I think she really doesn't like how she's starting to look. And I don't think that she would have liked to be a casualty of war with all of this. So, in my honest opinion, I don't think that they're necessarily putting, I think that they may be putting some stuff out there. I can agree to an extent with that, but I don't think all of it is. And I think that through them putting little morsels out there, Marceau may have done that if he did agree to put some stuff out there to keep her off of the warpath of what he's really doing. And now that y'all have done that, allegedly, possibly, there's potential that she's learning, wait a minute, but you really are out here doing some shit. Where this come from? We ain't playing this and this, that, and the third. So I don't know, y'all. I'm frankly over the just go on and cheat, sir. Just admit it. That's all I need to know. So Linda Gamble says it's it's alleged that Coleslaw is pregnant. Yeah, girl. I just watched that video too. But they were saying that, so just to kind of bring y'all up to speed on that, apparently Coleslaw did a video where she was by the pool and she didn't want to show her full body because she was like, oh, let me not do that because I might get in trouble. And people are thinking that she may be pregnant. That's why she didn't want to show her body. But here's my thing. I think she just looked dumb and she didn't want to show her body because maybe Martell would be like, why you on the internet showing your body? That's what I think. So people are taking that comment and kind of running with it and creating their own whatever. But if Martell was dumb enough to get that airhead bitch pregnant again, kudos to you, sir. You deserve it. Because now you are officially a dumbass. You were a dumbass before, but you are officially a bona fide dumbass if you get that girl pregnant again. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So the guys talk on, in the last scene, the guys talk on the Sprinter van and chat. Marceau discusses Wanda and how he feels she doesn't have they don't really have a good balance with her because she's always coming into their relationship and bringing up stuff. And, she's creating issues with him and Tisha because obviously that's her mother and she's going to listen to the stuff that bring light to the things that her mother is saying. And then now she wants to do this business with her. Like, he just ain't with it, because he don't like the way Wanda is moving where it comes to their marriage. Then Maurice starts talking about Monster, who's 15. Okay, let's put a pin on the fact that this boy is 15. And he says that he's not motivated enough. Yet he's star on the football team. What else did he say? He runs track and he does 707. I don't know what 707 is, but it sounds like it's strenuous. But yet he's upset because he has to wake him up in the morning. Maurice, he's 15. He's 15. He's a young boy. Like, he's not getting up and going to a job every day. He's not contributing to the household. He's doing what he's supposed to do and contributing to the household by getting good grades, playing sports, doing what he's supposed to do, finding some type of balance in his life. Like, he's a kid. Let him be a child. Like, what you want him to do? Open a business right now? Then you will be complaining that he don't have enough time for his schoolwork. Leave that boy alone. We ain't gonna talk about that too long because everybody else pretty much was like, you tripping. Even Martell and Maurice was like, yeah, you're definitely tripping. He's 15. So Lewis discusses his sexual frustration because they both are busy with their businesses. And Maurice suggests that they should slow down the busyness with the businesses and get it together. Here's my thing. It's clear that y'all are not talking to each other. Like, I feel like Lewis has explained to Tiffany his frustrations, and Tiffany knows because she obviously brought it up in the conversation with Mel. But she's doing what we've seen her do, I guess, with what she said in her previous relationships, where it's not enough. It's never enough for her. So she likes to pretty much break her men down in relationships, tear them down until she can't tear them down no more. And then she just want to shit on them and be like, well, you're just not a man. You're not a man. This is what I need and you can't do it. So it's like, you want to be Shiro with a business and doing all this stuff. You want to have a baby. You want to use your man for that. But then you want to pounce on him and stomp on his neck at the same time while he's trying to make you happy. You can't do all of that. It's given ridiculous with this relationship. And I can't do no more, Tiffany and Lewis. I don't even know how much more strength I can muster to listen to their dog ass story. Okay. Linda Gamble says it's alleged that Marceau has babies by Tisha's cousin, one of the dad's side and Wanda's side. Ooh, child. I heard that too. Apparently, allegedly, there's some 19-year-old son child that apparently from what the blogs are saying, I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, so y'all ain't got to be searching for the tea child, because some of these bloggers, I'm gonna tell y'all, their videos be too damn long and they don't get to the damn point. I'm gonna get to the point for y'all right here. So in the videos, they're basically like how Marceau and Tisha got together. Apparently he was dating one of her cousins at first and he got the cousin pregnant. Then he was dating Tisha and got her pregnant, so that's why him and Tisha ended up getting married. But I'm like, well, why he ain't married the damn cousin if that's true? It's so much shit out here. I don't know what to believe at this point. But y'all, all that's alleged. But there you go. You have the information. But thank y'all for watching. Please tune in late tonight. I'm going to teach my step class at 7. And then as soon as I get home, we're going to talk about that good old Love and Marriage DC. And then we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. Thank y'all for watching. As always, please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that be watching these shows with us too, y'all. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.